Welcome to your pick a pile reading. What you're going to want to do for this one is tune in with your body for a moment. Take a deep breath in and out. And I want you to focus upon the healing frequency cards laid before you. Notice your body. Notice which card your heart gravitates towards. For in these messages is a message from your higher self, something that you need to hear. And go ahead and choose which card is calling out to you. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. And let's get started for the readings. Alright, starting with reading number 1. Let's see what you got. Beautiful, beautiful energy here. I'm already sensing and feeling that for many of you that chose number 1, you may be going through your deep, deep inner healing process, working through shadows, trying to find the ability to see yourself, to really know yourself on a profound level, and to gain that understanding about who you are. I feel like there is a desire to love yourself in ways that you have never known. For many of you, childhood was a bit rough, and there may be some abandonment issues, feeling as though every time you have something good going, it seems to mess up, or something always gets in the way, or sometimes even you self-sabotage relationships and you walk away before someone else can abandon you. And you are searching for those roots inside of you, that drive, that fear, that subconscious belief that you are not worthy of being happy or loved. And even though the conscious mind steps in and says, that's silly, I know that I'm worthy, I know that I'm lovable and I'm capable of loving, and I deserve this. The subconscious mind is trying to run the show from a place of fear. Maybe you had instances where the guardians, your parental figures, people that you admired and loved and looked up to, could not be there for you in the way that you actually needed them to be there for you. And so you didn't get to experience what nurturing and caring and love actually was. And you are trying so hard to show yourself what that love is. There may be some of you that even have children of your own, and you're doing this for them. Not only for yourself, but you want to make sure that they know what that frequency is, that they know what love is, unconditional love. Maybe you're one to say, it's okay that we make mistakes. You know, we're learning and we're growing, and you are teaching your child a smoother, more serene, more feminine aspect, a way of being that says, just allow your soul to grow. I'm going to love you regardless. And you're taking the pressure off of them. And I commend you on the amazing job that you're doing. But it's so hard. I understand. It is so hard. Because here you are trying to instill these really great things to those around you, while also struggling with your own demons in a way, trying to tame your own emotions, trying to gather the strength and the courage to look at yourself in the mirror and to feel that frequency of love for yourself. I feel like for some of you, this spark may have been created from some obstacles or challenges that showed up in your life, a period when you felt hopeless and things just began to fall apart, and maybe you even hit rock bottom, and you stood up in the face of that and said, you know, I'm not crumbling here, I'm not staying here, I don't want to feel this anymore. Maybe for some of you, you even asked, there's gotta be more than this. And so a spark was created in your heart. And I feel like Spirit wants you to know you are on the right path. You are on the right path right now. And you may be feeling like you're lost or disconnected or not really knowing which way to navigate. But I feel like there is a space of stillness just open for you to continue your healing, to continue the path of self-love and exploration of who you are. And you are open to that. And I feel like there's a need to say, don't try to jump ahead. Be in the stillness. Be in the space with yourself. Allow yourself to unfold from within and expand your heart, because it is going to continue to unfold in your life. And the people that you love are going to see this and feel this. And you are teaching them as you go. And what a powerful thing that is. Not only are you teaching yourself, but you're teaching others as well. Be proud of that. So for you, I hold a healing frequency. A healing frequency for you to allow yourself that space, for you to allow yourself that openness to explore more of you, the ability to love unconditionally yourself, your experience, who you are now, who you were, and who you're going to be. Just allow yourself that space. Pile number 2. Okay, for your reading, what I'm sensing and feeling within this is that there's a conflict within the heart, and there has been for quite some time. I feel like there are things that are being held on to from the past, dreams you had, hopes you had, the way you thought things were going to be. And there's a lot of resentment and a lot of anger or I hear what has been taken away from you. You know, I feel like this could be on a large, broad scale of it could be love in itself was taken from you, something that you were very passionate about, a place, a home, a job, a career field, a lover, a spouse, um, friendship, those sorts of things. And I feel like you feel like this was unjust. This was not fair at all. And there's just so much being held within the heart space that feels like resentment and rage and regrets as well. And your heart space is just whirling with all of this energy. I feel like there is just this internal battle that has you questioning, you know, what you did wrong or what you could have done to prevent this, or the choices you could have made differently, or if you could have even changed somebody. And I feel like Spirit says it's okay to let go of that guilt. It's okay to let go of that guilt. It is okay to let go of that guilt. I feel like you needed to hear that deeply. Now, for many of you, I'm also hearing a message that you have no idea. You have no idea what's available to you if you were to let go of that. They're showing me just this expansion in the heart space, this clearing and cleansing of the heart space, of all that energy, of all those feelings that you're holding on to, holding on, gripping very tight to the past, relinquishing that grip, letting that go is what they're showing me. But you have no idea the doors that are going to open and be available to you if you were to allow yourself to let this go. I feel like for some of you also, you have some ideas in mind of how you want to move forward into your space of happiness. And I hear, let go of expectations. Allow the universe to provide. You are provided for. You are supported in wanting to reach that space of happiness. The only thing that's holding you back is that guilt, is that shame, is that resentment, is that anger. Things didn't pan out for a reason. Things didn't work out in that for a reason. You went through this process for a reason, and although ultimately hard and heart aching and heart wrenching, gut twisting, some of these things may have been for you, there is a reason. The door of possibility is already cracked open. You just have to make the choice to open it completely. See, with the Five of Cups here, it's all about allowing yourself to, yes, feel sincerely into all of those emotions that you feel. Allowing yourself to be angry and to cry and to get upset, to purge all of those feelings, and to know that when you're ready to move forward, when you're ready to let go of all those things, when you're ready to allow the spark of creation and the spark of what life has to offer you, it's there and it's available. If this was in terms of losing a job that you just absolutely loved, there are going to be new ideas and new paths that you can absolutely hop onto, that's going to put a fire inside of you. It's going to expand your mind and allow you yourself to grow in ways that the old would have not allowed. And that's ultimately what we're here for, is to grow. The person that you are with, I hear for some of you, this particular person may have cheated, or someone stole, in a sense, this particular person. And you have just been holding on to that heartache, creating this conflict within. But Spirit says, if you only knew the love that we have coming, the love that is just beyond that door, if you allow it to be opened. I feel like there's also a message about loss of finances, or some sort of contracts, or things of that nature, to where it could have leveled you up, or so your expectations were that it was going to do that for you. And I feel like with this conflict of resentment and the choices you could have made differently, or what you could have done better and things like that, it's all a point of building your character, to seeing your strengths and strengthening your weaknesses. That just because that did not happen, or you lost that, and you thought you were going to step up the ladder, well, I'm seeing the imagery of you skipping that one step on the ladder when you're ready to let this go. Because you're being held in this space of understanding yourself just a little bit more. Again, strengthening your weaknesses, learning and growing. And that one step that you could have had, that may have fell through or you lost, it comes back and you are up 3 steps. It's almost like that step was never meant to be a step at all. You are meant to go higher than that. So whatever the case is for you, whatever you're holding on to, whatever conflict is within your heart, you chose a healing frequency of the heart. Now just allow yourself to concentrate on this healing frequency for a moment. And knowing that when you are ready to let that stuff go, that so much more is available for you and is going to come in. Claim this. Number 3. You had 3 cards out of this deck that wanted to fly out. So I said, okay, we'll do it. All right. So what I'm seeing and sensing within your reading is that you are in a space of shaking up, awakening, recreating, re-evaluating your beliefs your values, your morals, where you stand in life, who you are as an individual. It feels like to me that you are so hard trying to plant yourself on solid ground. Maybe for some of you, you feel so off key, so off balance. Like I'm getting this very dizzy sensation, like things have been just a little bit wacky lately with your energy. Just feeling off key. Almost to the point of being like flustered with life itself, like not really knowing what you believe anymore, who you are, where you stand. And you're kind of in this high priestess energy, wanting to go deeply within your soul, wanting to know yourself in a way like never before. And you're seeking wisdom outside of you, which is fine to an extent. Knowledge is power, and I love to learn, and I'm sure you love to learn too. But I feel like there's a message within the high priestess here that is like beckoning you, just serenely and almost siren-like calling you to go within. Like there's this beautiful melody coming through, asking you to go within, because you're so busy searching outside of you, or you may even be listening to others and what others have to say, and you're absorbing their wisdom, and it's almost like something is not sitting right within you because you can't decipher between your truth and what you feel and what you know inside of your heart versus the exterior, the external. So the high priestess is really saying, come within. Let's do this together. Let's journey within together. Your guides are on standby to guide you, to navigate, to help you to navigate to your innate wisdom, the ability to tap in and connect with your higher self. It's there. The link is strong. Maybe you've been felt called to meditate. Now on my end, it's showing up as reverse. So there's almost this wanting to fight it type feeling. Like, I don't feel like I should have to do that, or I just don't have the energy to do that, or I can't calm the mind down enough to do that. But if you were to attempt it, even 3 minutes at first, working yourself up to 5 minutes, 7 minutes, to 10 minutes, to 15 minutes, you're going to strengthen that link that is already pulsating with all of this energy. It's almost like all of these downloads are waiting to come into your system. You just got to get rid of the block. Filter out the external. Allow yourself to go within. I feel like your guides are so very prominent and strong in this reading itself. The energy of someone who is trying to help get you grounded. Someone who is working in your energy to help to stop the sway, the back and forth, the indecisiveness, the feeling of being off key. And all you have to do is allow to accept that help. I feel like for many of you, this could be an ancestor. Someone that you, for many of you, were potentially close to, like mother, grandmother, is by you, walking beside you, trying to help you in every way that they can. For others of you, the ancestor, the lineage is very strong. And I'm also hearing and seeing like you trying to figure that out as well. And the more that you move into that knowledge, the more that that's going to um, heighten that link with you and your ancestry. I'm also hearing applause as well. Like, kudos to you for breaking generational curses already and trying to know yourself on this deep inner level. Because the more that you know you, the more that you know your entire family, like you know yourself in its totality. And I'm seeing imagery of like chains being broken. I feel like when you guys accept and allow, find this place of stillness, bring in this solitude and stillness and sit with that, filtering out the external and allowing yourself to hear, to connect, you're going to be catapulted ahead. Like there's this intensity behind this feeling that once you learn to do that, and once you begin to practice that your growth just, it's almost like this zooming feeling, like whoosh. So turn off the chatter. Tune out everything outside of you. You can come back to that stuff later if you want to learn more. But right now, I'm even going to ask you to turn this video off and go sit in that stillness. Go feel and explore yourself in ways you never had before. Feel the energy that pulses through your veins, throughout your whole body, your heart. Feel the beat of your heart. Allow it to sync with the universe's heart. Allow yourself to expand. And that is exactly the healing frequency that came up for you. This is the one you chose. Allow yourself to expand from within. Go into yourself. Powerful codes, healing frequency here. This will help the mind to calm down so you can get in that space of stillness. And so that you can feel that connection to your guides. You can feel that connection to your higher self. You can tap into that wisdom within inside of you. Explore all of that internally. You hold the answers. You are this spark of creation. And Spirit says, go explore the creation within you.